I was just about to close up, but I wanted to give these shoes another going over. I spend all day shining other people's shoes, but these, ooh, these are for me. You see that suit hanging up there? I'm a deacon at Munger Avenue Baptist Church, and I like to wear that suit to services. Ooh, I'm telling you, I put that on, I look good. Of course, I like to keep my work clothes looking nice too, but I'm always getting polish on them and such. I'm not about to get anything on that suit. I figure I've been here at Jay's Barber Shop on Davis Street since I was about that high. Mm-hmm. Lots of folks have sat in these chairs, tell stories, shoot the breeze, or just sit and listen. I could tell when someone's just taking it in, listening to the conversation. You can learn a lot in a barber shop. Mm-hmm. What's going on, what people are doing, who's in town, who's left town, who's in trouble. Of course, there's always those that like to keep an eye on me while I'm shining their shoes. They'll say things like, CW, you missed a spot. Shoot, I've been shining shoes so long, I could do it in my sleep. If you think I missed a spot, you better clean your glasses, because I don't miss a spot. Talking about people being in trouble. People will come to me and say, CW, my boy ain't doing what he's supposed to. What should I do? Oh, CW, I'm trying to buy a car. Can you help me? And you may think to yourselves, what can I do? Just some fella who shines shoes in a barber shop. Well, people know me. And by that, I mean people all over Oak Cliff, all over Dallas, who are in a position to do some good. People that work at banks, people that sell cars, a few policemen, some of them even white. But they've helped me to help others. I've helped people by co-signing loans. I've gotten a few boys out of jail. I even helped a few folks get a house. Mm-hmm. Getting set right in life ain't easy. But if there's anything I can do, I will. Now, I may need a darker polish on these shoes. I'll be back.
I had 3 sons in the service in World War II, and they all came home without a scratch. But the second place that they went after they got back was Jay's Barber Shop. As soon as they gave a hug and a kiss to me, their mother, who had prayed and worried about them every day when they were gone, I could tell they were just itching to get out the door and come down here. I suppose it could be worse. It could have been about it that they were in such a hurry to run off to. Not that they didn't spend time in places like that, but this barbershop, all it has to offer is talk, gossip, filthy jokes, stories, most of them lies. And you have to be as concerned about them coming under certain, influences, like that CW. Oh, I know, he's one of the better ones of his kind. My boys have all known him since they were young. They used to tell stories at the dinner table that they heard in here, but I soon put a stop to that. I could stop them from telling stories that they'd heard in here, but I couldn't stop them from coming in here. Well, not that I didn't try, but their daddy used to bring them down here for haircuts, and it seems that everyone around here knew CW. He was like the mayor of Davis Street. Somebody once told me that they thought that maybe my boys looked at him like a father figure. They've got a father. He spent the final days in the downstairs bedroom. My boys were all grown by then, and they'd go sit with him, but all he wanted to hear about was the latest gossip from the barber shop. They even talked about putting their daddy in a wheelchair or even a stretcher and bringing him down here for one last time. Can you imagine? I would never let one of those people through my front door.
Why, Miss Hall, what bring you here?
Frankly, I have no idea.
I don't think you've ever been here, have you, Miss Hall? Would you care to take a seat?
I'll stand.
I remember seeing the hall boys when they bring bags of your shoes down here full shining. But I don't think you ever came here yourself.
Certainly not.
I do recall seeing you outside the window a few times when your boys was in here and you wanted them to go home.
Well, I knew it was useless to tell them not to come in here, so I'd tell them to be home by a certain time. 'Cause they'd lose all track of time when they were in here.
I'd ask each of them, Henry, Philip, and Teddy, if you knew they was in here. And they'd say, oh, yeah, CW, it's all right with her. But I knew that wasn't the truth. Couldn't make them go home if I tried. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm not their daddy.
I should say not.
Lots of fellas have come to this barber shop, young and old, and it's hard to keep track of them, to tell you the truth. Like this one boy, come to me and ask me what language my name was in. He said, CW, is that French or something? I said, no, just a casual way to say my initials. I got a good laugh out of that. Miss Hall, you ain't the only mama that want their boys in here, believe me. Of course, they wouldn't go come and tell me directly, but one day a boy might come in with an old hangdog face and tell me, CW, my mama say I can't come in here no more. I know why, don't surprise me none. But still, couldn't help feel sorry for the boys.
Feel sorry? For them? They should obey their parents. I know what goes on around here, and don't you try and tell me different. The drinking, the swearing, the checker playing. This is no place for a child.
Miss Hall, this is a barber shop. Now, fellas may come in with a flash, but I make sure they don't take it out with them. I tell them this is Jay's place, and he can get in trouble for that sort of foolishness, and then where would I be?
The question is, where should you be? Don't you have a family to go home to instead of spending all your time in here? And what kind of influence is this having on your children?
It's just me and my wife, Loretta. We had a son, but he died when he was a child. I spend most of my days here, and Loretta works as a nurse's aide down at the Methodist Hospital. There's always kids coming around here, and in some ways it's like having my own. Like your boys.
They are my sons, not yours.
Well, no, ma'am, they ain't. I was just saying.
I am tired of feeling like I have to compete with one of your kind for the attention of my own children. I will forbid them from coming in this wretched establishment ever again.
But, Miss Hall, ain't it a little late for that?
Of course it ain't.
But your boys, they're grown and gone. And you and me, Miss Hall, we're just gone.
What are you talking about, CW?
Miss Hall, we've passed. First me, and now you.
We've passed on.
Yes, ma'am. Go to glory. You see that suit? That's what I get to wear.
Too showy, if you ask me.
If you can't wear a suit to heaven, then where can you wear one?
Oh, is that where you think you're going?
I've lived a good life, at least I like to think I have.
Well, there must be a separate heaven for your kind. And if I've passed on, as you say, where is my suit? And what am I doing in a barber shop of all places?
To tell you the truth, I'm not sure why I'm here either. I thought I'd moved on, but maybe I'm back here. Maybe I'm back here to meet up with you. They say the Lord works in mysterious...
The Lord works in the ways the Lord has intended. One leads a good Christian life, and you shall be rewarded. Is this my reward, to spend eternity in a barber shop with your kind?
Miss Hall, as far as I know, there's only one heaven, And I don't think it has any room for any of this black and white nonsense we got around here.
What nonsense?
Miss Hall, what street is the barber shop on?
You know as well as I do, it's on Davis Street.
That's right. And what's the next street over?
Well, that's Jefferson Street.
That's right. Jefferson, Davis. Now, what does that tell you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What I'm talking about is you be seeing a lot of what you call my kind as well as your kind in heaven. Assuming the Lord says it's all right for you to be there.
And why wouldn't it be? I am a founding member of St. Cecilia's Catholic Church. I raised my boys to be good Christians. I have earned my eternal reward.
Yes, sir. I believe you have. I don't think the Lord would make a mistake in that area.
You wouldn't be talking to me like this if we weren't dead.
Miss Hall, when I died...
Oh, I know all about when you died. My Henry was one of your pallbearers. But he was the only one of my sons who was
He was representing his brothers and his father. So many people wanted to be pallbearers, they had to cull the herd, you might say.
Well, I'm sure there was no lack of pallbearers to see me off.
It's a good thing your boys was in there. Otherwise, your pallbearers would have had to do some pretty heavy lifting.
Well, I'm sure that... Well, I've so often thought about what my funeral would be like. The church filled with mourners, everyone in tears, and flowers. Everywhere flowers.
It just happened, so you don't have a clear picture yet. But I was able to see the whole thing. The first few rows of pews was, and there was some sniffling. There was some sniffling going on. And then flowers, there was a few arrangements that were...
Is that all there is to it? Some people show up, say a few things, and they plant you in the ground. When my Teddy died, my little Teddy, he was so sick for so long. And, well, people didn't know what to say to me. Oh, they said the usual things. He's gone to be with God. But I wanted him to be with me. I guess God wanted different.
I would have liked to have been a pallbearer for Teddy.
You know I couldn't allow that.
Yes, I know you couldn't.
But I'll get to see him again. I'll get to see him, and and my mama and daddy, and my husband. I didn't think I'd ever have to see him again. But I'll just give him a nod if I see him.
Ms. Hall, your boys told me that your husband stayed in the downstairs bedroom, but he wasn't always sick.
What business is that of yours?
There are no secrets anymore, Ms. Hall. The deeds are done. The accounts have been settled. The Lord has made up his mind. What's done is done.
What's done? What's done is that my husband, who was a traveling salesman, had an accident in his car in Georgia. No one was hurt, but there was someone in the car with him, a woman. But he didn't tell me. I found out from the insurance company. So when I confronted him, oh, he cried and carried on and begged me to forgive him. But what he did was so wrong. Imagine if the humiliation if anyone found out. Divorce was not an option. So I sent him downstairs. And that's where he spent his final days since he couldn't bear to leave the boys.
Miss Hall, I think it's time for me to put my suit on.
You go right ahead. I'll just, I'll sit here and await further instructions.
Miss Hall, I don't know if any more instructions is going to come. You may be here a while.
Don't you worry about me. I'm sure the Lord never intended for me to spend eternity in a place like this.
Yes, sir.
Before you go, would you say my name properly?
Yes. Mrs. Hall.
Thank you, C.W.